Ready to move? Alright, let's trade. Right behind you.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Until next time.
Failed to provide the protection required to ensure safe passage of the shipment.
Indeed, we lost 3 soldiers in that attack.
I have to remember. Ward first,
To be
then
brief,
some.
I need compensation for the lost shipment. Since Riften was responsible for it,
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Gems, oceans, exotic ingredients. I have them all.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Bethesda. You looking for something or what?
Okay, lad. Ready to make some coin? Good. Wait until I start the distraction. Then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing
Working at the
to show
Riften
you that
fishery is
demands
tough.
your
I
attention.
ought to put some coin in my pocket.
You need to hear this.
yes?
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Guaranteed clean and free from rock joint.
Gather round, all. Gather round, all. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed root with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Valma Blood Elixir.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one, no, mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get that then? No one's seen them in years.
My sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that contents are genuine. One sip of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth, everlasting life, or perhaps limitless power could be yours.
How much does it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
He gives other merchants a bad name.
Only 20 septims a bottle.
I can't afford to get one. Can I afford not to?
Coins? No one has that much.
Please hurry. I only have a few bottles left.
This is just what I need right now.
This is ridiculous.
See into other people's thoughts. I don't know. Sounds like I should try.
All meats guaranteed clean and free from rock joint.
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Beautiful baubles.
Gems,
gleaming
potions,
gemstones
exotic
over
ingredients.
here.
I have them all.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Yeah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Buying and selling
The
fine
fairest prices
jewelry
and the
here.
highest quality in Skyrim.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them before they're gone.
That wasn't very nice what you did to Granche. It seems real thieves are not as romantic as in the tales.
All right, Branche. Turn out your pocket. We know you have it.
Have what? What in blazes are you talking about?
All meats guaranteed.
Don't play
clean and
stupid.
free
I said
from
turn out your
rockwood.
pockets. Now.
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine.
That's right. It isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branche.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me up to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Traveler, are you by chance in need of a companion? Well, the dog's neither, or else I wouldn't be trying to get rid of it. At least, not without some compensation. That's not a smart move, considering the dog's pedigree. It's no doubt the latest in a grand line of imbeciles with more urine than sense. But don't let me dissuade you. I'm sure you'll have considerable success teaching it to fetch your slippers in the morning. Of course, good luck teaching it not to soil them first. How should I know? It doesn't respond to imbecile, and I can't think of a more appropriate name. So for now, I've resorted to calling it Dog. You sound like a Dury. She suggested we named it Barkrenzia or something childish like that. At least Avruz offered a male name. She suggested we name the fowl Matsindarion. She must have really hated the alchemist if she leaves his legacy in the mouth of this slobbering beast. I didn't find the cretin. I never wanted him to follow me. It was just bad luck. Well, it all has to do with the price of troll fat. It's been dropping like flies ever since the book Finn's Guide to Troll Slaying got published. Since I already own a considerable stash, it's in my best interest to kill as many trolls as I can and make the items scarce. I usually track their footprints and follow them to their lairs. They typically aren't very happy to see me. Except this one time they were too busy cornering this mangy dog and the army of fleas in its garrison. That's right. Funny thing is, if I hadn't killed the trolls, this dog would probably have annoyed them to death. Which is precisely what it's doing to me now. In fact, I think the mongrel is trying to kill me by having me commit suicide. My ancestors came from Vivek City. When the Red Mountains found its voice, nearly all of Vardenfell fled west to Skyrim. My mother migrated here with the Serethi clan, and worked at the farm that bears their name. Well, she was a free spirit, so while she came to help out, she didn't stay long. She'd leave on these crazy adventures, and that's where she met my father. I never even knew his name. But it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, the only name he'll ever have is that of a vile dog. It was a coincidence, an unfortunate side effect. At no point did I attempt to do it any favors. In fact, if I had to do it all over again, I might have spared the trolls and used all my remaining magicka on the dog. You're mistaken. There is no love, only hate. The dog does serve as excellent troll bait. Or any bait for that matter. I can't begin to fathom how many enemies this beast has made in its travels throughout Skyrim. Well, outside of that, the only quality that sets it apart is the impossible amount of urine it holds in its bladder. Frankly, the dog is a prodigy in this regard, and I can see how it might be useful if you directed it at the right people. The problem is, he refuses to urinate on anyone but his master. And that's a title I would give my left ear and 3 of my toes to remove. Is that what your spouse tells you? You may want to reevaluate your relationship. Yes, it fails to grasp that I want to murder it. Funny, because that's all I ever think about. Oh, I guess it's true what they say. Tamriel would be a much better place if we could all be the kind of people the dogs think we are. She was a capricious woman with a passion for life. Even in her later years, she tells stories about art, adventure, and love. She told me Avruza used to be the same, but tragedy and war toughened her resolve. Most people who've lived hard lives, they're always worried about the future. But my mother always lived for the present. What's tomorrow but future's past? And what's yesterday but ancient history? Indeed. She was from another time. Her love had no limit, and her heart belonged to all. But children of war and famine, our hearts belong to no one. I don't know, but my mother's silence told me more than I need to know. All I'll say is this. There's a special place in the afterlife for those who abandon their wives and children. Very well. And what of you, traveler? Where do you hail from? Ah, but which Skyrim are you talking about? The one that's hostile to the Dunmer? Or the one that gives shelter regardless of race or creed? I've met Nords who welcome you with open arms and proceed to wrap them around your neck. Actions like that make you nothing but a bearded Thalmor. All right then.
Wait, I know you. The only mistake was you showing your face. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people, and it's time to face the Jarl's justice. All right, but you just watch yourself. Next time, I might not be so lenient.
Welcome to the Bee and Barb, my lord. If I can interest you in one of our special drinks, you let me know.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Since we're here, my thing, I hope you don't mind if I order something. Yes? That depends, my thing, on who you're stealing from. I have heard tales of dashing rogues who steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
But I don't think Brynjolf is that sort of thief. Still, perhaps my Thane will entertain a thought from his companion before he resorts to crime. All right.
Drink up, my boy. Drink to those who have fallen. May their souls find their way to Sovngarde!
Take it easy, Father. You're making a scene.
I'll rest easy when we've driven every last Imperial pig back across the Gerald Mountains. Now, do me the honor I deserve as your father, and drink up!
Yes, Father.
I just can't wait to be a bride someday. Someday.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Indeed.
I am in need of some company tonight.
Gold solves most problems, doesn't it?
Yes, well, that's the thing. My purse is a bit light. Can you possibly give me a discount?
You must be joking. Get out of here.
I'm a little short on gold. Do you think you can give me a discount?
No, I'm sorry. Not this time.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Yes? Thanks for wasting my time.
What can I do for you? All right then.
Are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then? Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Ursi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
What are you talking about?
Come on, everyone knows about you and Brynjolf.
Well, everyone's wrong. Now, why
Helga
don't
is a
you shut
devout
up?
follower of Dibella, and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave. He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
I'm right here. I'll stand guard until you get back.
I'm right behind you. You go on ahead.
Why does Brynjolf want you to collect gold from the shops? I thought if thieves wanted money, they just stole it.
Someday a gallant hero will ride up and take me away. Someday.
If you say so.
Drink up, my
What
boy.
do you want?
Drink to those who have fallen. May their souls find their way to Sovngarde.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Across the Gerald Mountains.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first. No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn. How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them. Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
told Dinya I'd pass out her letters. I don't have time for that. Why'd I say yes?
Svana, has that skooma-addled idiot Naluva paid her rent yet? Or does she have more excuses?
She said she'll have it soon. She still has her job at the meadery for now, so she'll be able to pay us.
Why do you insist on defending that woman? All she does with her money is spend it on that dark elf garbage.
Just be patient, Aunt. She'll have it, I promise. Aunt Helga, why demean yourself with these people you barely know? They show no real love for you.
It's only a bit of fun. You're a lovely young thing. You should try it sometime.
No, I'm saving myself for someone special. Someone who loves me dearly.
You mean Sibby? You must be joking. All he wants to do is bed you and be done with it. You may as well get it over with and let him.
You're wrong. Sibby and I are in love, and you're just jealous.
If you're looking for a room, try the Bee and Barb. This place is for the working man. What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. And so have I. What's the point of paying anyway? Your outfit can't even fend for itself. I could do better tossing the gold into the sewer. You can't scare me with your tough talk. I'm not paying you people a single coin.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim.
So, can I interest you in anything today? Until next time. Please, I don't have anything to pay you with. Don't destroy my urn!
Oh my word.
Be careful.
You keep giving and giving, Bercy, and they'll keep taking and taking. When is it gonna end?
What would you have me do, woman? Cross the guild? Take them all on one by one?
You know I don't mean that. We need to find a way out of this. Perhaps talk to Layla.
Layla is as clueless as she's stupid. No. If anything's to be done about this, we have to deal with it ourselves. No! That urn was priceless! I can't believe you did that. You people are monsters! You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves! Take your coin, and tell Brynjolf to leave us alone. Drifa? I was looking through our books, and there's an entry for spices. Says we spent 300 septims. What is that?
Spices? I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about.
You sure? It was in your handwriting. If you can't keep the books straight, then let me do them.
Ah, yes. Spices. That was a special order for someone in Whiterun. Should be along any day now. Don't let it worry you, my dear.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me. Not Lady DeBella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood, the telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
We heading out? Let's get going.
Ready to move? Lead the way, my hero.
Let's wait until Brynjolf's here before we begin.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
Better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. We do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arangoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. The guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arangoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arangoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. I'll give you one good reason. Maven Blackbriar. Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for Blackbriar meadery, which would cut into her profits. We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put it to you this way. Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her, and you could spend the rest of the 4th era in prison. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Hey, let's talk a second. It was on a job a few years back. It was supposed to be a simple burglary on a house in Windhelm. I was working with Vex, and we got inside with no trouble. We found the loot and made our way out. Well, it was, up until the point where we set foot outside. The house was surrounded by town guard. The client had ratted us out. Vex just tells me to run, so I did. Half of them went after me, the other half went after her. Are you kidding me? Vex lost them in seconds. Once she steps into the shadows, she vanishes. Me? I ran, and I ran, straight through the gates of Windhelm, and all the way back to Riften. Vex was waiting for me at the flagon when I came in, drenched in sweat. Everyone just took a look at me and laughed. Well, I'd forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside of Windhelm. Vex rode hers back, and arrived hours before I did. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself. I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on fire, and they'll go up like kindling. I'll point you to the first and last person you're ever going to need to talk to. Tonelia. She's the guild's fence. Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. Try and rip her off, and you'll have the whole guild to answer to. Need any more pickpocket training? You just let me know.
Let's talk for a moment. Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family, who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
This better be important. I'm quite busy. I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way. A word of advice. Don't disappoint me.
Hey! I
want to talk to you. Now. I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest. No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways. I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Go and pick some fights.
I wanted to say something to you. I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well you're doing around here. Just keep it between us, okay? Pull up a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of gold doing it, too. It's where a client pays you to get arrested. You get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes well, to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy. Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own. And the last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again. I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief, rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. Some other time, perhaps.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Be seeing you.
Sure, we can talk a minute. Some other time, perhaps.
My brother in crime. What do you need?